Have you ever heard of a treasure worth billions that vanished without a trace? At the end of World War II, the Nazis were rumored to have hidden tons of gold, priceless artworks, and stolen wealth across Europe. And, to this day, most of it is still missing. You're watching the Unsolved Chronicles official, where forgotten truths and mysterious stories come to life. Subscribe now, and let's uncover history's darkest secrets. During the Second World War, the Nazi regime stole unimaginable wealth. From looted banks and plundered art museums to the confiscation of Jewish families' savings, it's estimated that over $600 million in gold alone was stolen. Adjusted for today's value, that's more than $10 billion. The Nazis melted the gold down, stamped it with Reichsbank seals, and stored it in secret vaults. But when Germany began to fall in 1945, massive amounts of this treasure simply vanished. One of the most infamous locations linked to missing Nazi gold is Lake Toplitz in Austria. Deep, dark, and nearly impossible to fully search, the lake gained global attention when crates of counterfeit British pounds were pulled from its depths in 1959, part of the Nazis' Operation Bernhard. Treasure hunters believe the gold may still lie buried under layers of logs and mud in the lake, but after decades of exploration, no gold has ever been found. In April 1945, Allied forces discovered a vast underground salt mine in Merkers, Germany. What they found inside was staggering. Over 100 tons of gold, thousands of paintings, and stacks of cash, all hidden by the Nazis. But even with that discovery, documents suggest that much more treasure was never accounted for. So where did it go? According to intelligence reports, top Nazi officials may have ordered gold to be buried in alpine bunkers or hidden deep in the Bavarian Alps. Rumors of underground tunnel systems, camouflaged vaults, and secret codes have fascinated historians and hunters for decades. And while modern technologies like radar scanning and drone mapping have revealed some suspicious underground structures, nothing conclusive has ever been uncovered. But there is still so much more to find. A Polish historian named Dariusz Kopeg believes the Nazis may have used secret passages to move the loot. He says the Nazis built tunnels and secret rooms to hide the treasure in plain sight. One of these places was the German embassy in Russia, where it's believed over $100 million worth of diamonds, gold, and other valuables were stored. And there are rumors of a lost Nazi treasure that will never be found. It's said that Heinrich Himmler ordered his men to destroy any records of hidden treasure before he died. If this is true, then many of the stashes will never be recovered. Unearthed secrets. What really happened to Amelia Earhart? She was an American pilot who disappeared over the Pacific Ocean in 1937. Her plane went missing somewhere between Papua New Guinea and Howland Island. A massive search was launched, but came up empty. No wreckage was ever found. There have been tons of theories about what happened to her plane. Maybe it crashed, maybe it ran out of gas, or maybe it was attacked by Japanese forces, but some believe she landed safely on Howland Island and lived out the rest of her days as a castaway. Recently, some unearthed secrets have shed new light on the case. A man named Ditos lived on Jaluit Atoll, in the Marshall Islands. He was a local pilot who flew a seaplane for the US government. In 1937, he helped search for Amelia. According to Tico, the seaplane he was flying had to make an emergency landing. When he reached Howland Island, he saw the wreckage of another plane and 3 men on the beach. 2 of the men looked like they were injured. One of them was wearing a green army jacket, which wasn't something pilots wore in those days. The third man was wearing a leather flying helmet with goggles attached to it. Tico believed these men were Japanese, but they disappeared before he could talk to them. After they left, he saw a woman crawl out of the plane wreckage. She was covered in bruises and cuts, He offered her water and she asked him where she was. When he told her she was on Howland Island, she replied, "That can't be. I'm looking for the coast of South America." She must have meant she thought she was in South America. This makes it sound like she had no idea where she was or how far off course she had flown. He spent several hours with her and offered to take her off the island, but she refused. She stayed on Howland Island with a man who appeared to be her mechanic. Tikowers was unsure what to do. He contacted the military, but they didn't believe him. To them, it sounded like he had simply lost his mind, so they sent him back to his home in the Marshall Islands. He kept the story of Amelia Earhart a secret for over 80 years, until he was too old to care anymore. Now he's dead and the mystery lives on. Thanks for watching. Do you think Amelia Earhart landed on Howland Island, or did she crash into the ocean? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to come back soon for more videos like these. Bye.